I am the only candidate in this race who hasn't just talked about taking power away from lobbyists. I've actually done it. And so if you want to know what kinds of choices I will make as a president, or any of these candidates will make as president, you should take a look at the choices they made when the cameras weren't on, when they weren't running for president, when it was easy to be, to just walk away from the fight, when bringing about change was hard, when it wasn't convenient. Those are the choices that I've made in my life, and that's why I'm confident that I can bring about change. Now, that's the kind of change that's more than just rhetoric. It's the change you can believe in. It's the change that won't just come from more anger at Washington or turning up the heat on Republicans. Let me tell you something. There is no shortage of anger or bluster in Washington. There's no shortage of bitter partisanship in Washington. That's not the problem. We don't need more heat. We need more light. I've learned in my life, that you can stand firm on your principles while still reaching out to those who might not agree with you. And there may be Republican operatives in Washington who don't want to hear what we have to say. But I believe there are Republicans and independents outside of Washington who do want to hear what we have to say. Because I think for the first time in a long time, we have the chance to build a new majority made up of Democrats and independents, and yes, some Republicans who've lost faith as well in Washington leadership, but want to believe again, who desperately want something new. That's not unique to Democrats. And so we can change the electoral map, that's been all about division. We need to make it about addition, about building a coalition for change and progress that stretches through blue states and red states. That's how I won some of the reddest, most Republican counties in Illinois when I ran for the United States Senate. That's why all the polls show that I am beating every single Republican and that I'm doing better against all of my potential opponents on the Republican side than any of the other Democratic candidates, because I'm attracting more independents and Republicans. They know I'm listening to them, and as a consequence, they're listening to me. That is how we will win in November, and that is how we will change the country over the next 4 years, the next 8 years.